A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early 2nd and long they're facing.
Check 26-6. Pull it high. Ready?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. They're back now to the original line of scrimmage thanks to that 8-yard gain. 3rd down now to follow. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
So don't say nothing.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
He's coming. Hey, Charlie. Hey.
He'll look to throw. This is Jeff Swain, the tight end. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Hey, high 7.
Mike.
Pilot, 64, weak, smooth. Check. Now, speed trip.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is going to be incomplete. Derwin James, the all-pro safety, is a rookie there to knock it away. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. It could change momentum in a big way.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Undercrush.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Check.
On 3rd down, Love. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Looking long for Westbrook. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. And even 60 yards.
Check. Look at me. Zipper. Five. Hit it.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
49.
Bam.
Check. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He will push his way down to about the 14. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Ready.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Switch.
Check. Go. Check 26.
And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
We go. 30 base.
Hey, watch the slant.
Hey, box drop.
Jim. You go tight. You got tight right there. Kill.
Yes.
They'll set up a throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The kick by Lambeau is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
They're on 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Watch the screen. Big stop. Let's go.
Mike 7.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Love going deep here for Allen. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for L.A. 55 yards. Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. And the Eagles out in front early. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Running on first down, Eckler.
You ain't going nowhere.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
To throw on second down. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Love on the screen. This is Eckler. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Badgley able to knock this one through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Go. Know your job. 44 is the mic. X3. 218, chopper.
Here we go. Check 24. Check 24. Bang, 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 bang.
Yo, go. Get it.
Now back to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The corner, Perry Nickerson, had to tackle.
Hey, pick your game up. Hatchet. Hey, switch off.
Looking to throw on second down. Love finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check. Fresno. Check 43. Off.
From the gun, Love. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Eckler. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season.
Mike, check 33. 33.
Yeah. Hey, 2-6. 33, check Mike 33. I'm trying to collect.
Mike, check 33. 33.
It's coming this way, Here we go. Hey, check Mike 33. Boom. 33.
To throw on 3rd down, Love. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Hey.
2nd and 1. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Watch the shit.
He'll drop to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, Team 6.
Whip.
Now.
44.
Go team, spell. Shoot.
Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
22 jet bomber. Hey, exit.
Check 99. Check 31. Check 31.
Go.
He's moving, boys. He's moving.
Snap.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
44. Mike.
Hey, Alpha.
Ready? 44 to Mike. 44 to Mike. Check. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Shift. Check 3.
They'll set up to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. It's Eckler again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Pittsburgh. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From the gun on 3rd down. Love. Open man is Quinn. He completes it. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
36.
They'll run here with Eckler. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
You got it.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
You. We got motion. Back up.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33.
Watch the echo. Right, check 33. 33.
Better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Get that ball. Get that ball. Check 33. 33. Run. Hey.
Hey, check Mike 33.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. And that will be incomplete. So a stop here defensively to start this 3rd quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense. 1st down and 10.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie.
Recon, 152 fighter. Hey, Charlie.
Small. No. Showing up.
2nd and 5. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
10 Lobo.
Watch the pass. Check the backer. He's crashing.
Hey, high 7.
Mike spoke. Watch the curl.
Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Mike check 33. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
To throw on 2nd down. Love. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Hey, check Mike 33. And what's delayed? Mike check 33. Let's get the ball. Hey, check Mike 33. You can't block me.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory. Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
60 outlaw. Go. Hey, Delta.
Kill. Say it. Kill.
Get it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Yes, yes.
49's the mic.
6-6, pull it high.
Hey,
Hey, Echo. Ready?
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to Smith. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Be good. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Watch twist. Watch the twist.
Hey, zoom.
Shoot. He's checking.
2nd down and inches. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Nasir Adderley making like his Hall of Fame cousin Herb as he gets a hand in to knock it away.
And less than a yard.
Ready?
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, foxtrot.
Rush in.
Go.
Ringo.
49, check 49. Go.
Shit.
Speed driven.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first.
Let's go.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Jacksonville. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
44 to
61, matchbox lights. Yep.
Slam.
Shoot.
Right back to him on 1st down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
You ain't doing nothing today. X3, 218, chopper.
49 the mic. 6 man. Check curls.
Hey, Haywood. Hey.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Fofo's the mic. Mike's Fofo. Watch the run. Twink.
Now. Let's go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
This is a counter play. Eckler. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Leo! Watch safety creep. Go! Safety's creeping.
Check 9. Watch that.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. Temptation there certainly to go for this, but I think you have to kick it, right?
The temptation coming from the fantasy owners, right? I mean, there are some that are going to want to kick it because they may have that kicker, but overall, get more yardage, maybe a chance for a touchdown. But no, absolutely not. Run that field goal kicker out there. Kick it. You got to take the chance to take the lead right now. You don't want to put it back on your defense.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Go! Alert 3!
He's coming. We got double.
Get it!
They'll try and run for it. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Look at me, zipper! Hey, wahoo! Undercrunch! Check!
2nd and 9 now. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Down! Head Lobo! Get him!
Hey, Team 6. Team 6.
Joker.
New Mike 52. Mike 52.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
Go. Deep river. Deep river.
They'll look to throw.
Check safety.
Flush to his right. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
A fourth-quarter score from the Meadowlands. Patriots continuing to roll, opening their lead up even further. A win would be their second on the young season. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. He'll look to throw. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Back to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll him with 13 seconds left to play. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver there, Allen, that'll bring up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. That one caught by Gibson. And he's brought down. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So for the Jags, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they'll fall to 1-1. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our